Lucy, you got a lot of explaining to do. That won't make any sense unless you ever watched I Love Lucy. But this movie is Scarlett Johansson. Not a great film, great concept. Could have been a great film had the story been better. But I think that the concept is great. But technically, to look at, so like Billy Lynn, it's a breathtaking film. It is a reference as far as I'm concerned, and something you should have in your 4K library if you're a videophile and just want something with a great picture. It's not always the case with some movies. Like, some movies are just so bad that I wouldn't tell you to buy them even though they look great. I mean, Billy Lynn is not a great film, but it's the picture quality just outshines everything else, and it's worth seeing just for that. Lucy is not a bad film. It's not spectacular. I'm sure there are moments of it that I really like, and I could watch this film again. And I think the more I see it and the more I sort of turn my brain off, the more I actually enjoy the film. But picture quality wise, it is pretty spectacular. I'm going to jump back a scene or two here. Even the scenes where you have like Morgan Freeman and he's talking about, like this for instance, like he's giving this lecture. It's almost three-dimensional in its picture quality. I mean, this movie is beautiful. And on the OLED, I mean, it looks great on my Samsung LED and the JS9500, but on the OLED, it is spectacular. Again, it's OLED, OppO UDP-203. Great combination. Talking about the Sony and this great upscaler, well, that's amazing, but don't always have to worry about the upscaler so much in the television set, because sometimes the other components you have in your chain have upscalers just as good or better, which the OppO does. So it competes with the Sony on every level when you have a good setup. And I guess the Sony has its weaknesses, the A1E and the LG has its weaknesses, and they all have their great points. But all in all, I think the LG is really the best buy as far as price to performance. And also take a look at the Philips if you're not a gamer. It may be something you really like. But Lucy, again, questions, comments, let me know. Let's talk about this stuff. I love you guys on my channels because my channel is pretty calm. We don't have a lot of fools out there, and those of you that do get stupid will be ended very quickly, and the rest of you, let's talk.